season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, catching up with the Gators head coach pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First play of this drive. Turns out it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Looking for space. It's Meadows. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They give it back to him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back, it's Pruitt. Right side, it's Brown. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Run in the red zone, it's Meadows. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Spins away from the defense. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires on the move. Had to force that one.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Brown. Found a little bit of running room. Knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got enough for the first down. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Gators. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Hits inside. It's Danzy.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. Moving out to the right. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to establish the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it. It's Williams. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Look out. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback changing the play. There's a live football. Defense covering it up, and the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Pruitt. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bold Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with UCF taking on the number 22 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Knights sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Keep it on the ground. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. Enough to move the chains. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Delayed give. It's Clark. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Pruitt. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulls it. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Booster. Go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Makes a grab and room to run. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes a catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, it's Clark. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Pruitt. Setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. The Gators will hustle to the line. They'll run the counter. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Middleton. Now the pitch. Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Now the pitch. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Snowed under by the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Box, box, box. Down, ready. Ready.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just leave it out.
Rick, let's go. Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Go, go.
Sets his feet. It's Pruitt. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by
The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quick give. It's Jackson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Harbor. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Looking for the 2-point try. Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught on the RPO. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Snapped on 4th down. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised, you definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll run the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Buckeyes will go for it on fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Saying to throw for it on fourth. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Georgia going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Snagged on the outside. It's Jackson.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Hands it off. He's past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. 1st and goal on what will be the last play of this quarter. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll go play action with Sayin. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Oh! Dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells to run, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Defense in press coverage. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Hits inside. It's Lacey. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to the counter. Shakes off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the return, it's Luke. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
He breaks a tackle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Play fake, say it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, say it. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. He's got enough. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Reed under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
It's incomplete, and they'd been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Durant. Right side, it's Lacey. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the counter. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Dogs have this offense rolling. With the draw, it's Lacey. Turning it on. At the 20. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Driving forward, it's Taylor. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
There he goes. He's at the 50. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Julian with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Rushes on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to...